All right, special episode. We're talking trade deadline, but obviously we're in the mecca of baseball. We're in the most beautiful place ever to watch a baseball game. Friendly confines in the great Wrigleyville, where beer is cold and great memories are made. Oh, baby, Wrigley Field. We are here. We are here. We are here. Almost makes me cry every time I see the sign. But I wanted to come over and do a special trade deadline review, especially the first year of Beers by the Ivy. And the review, I thought the trade deadline was going to be kind of like epic in terms of we're going to change the culture. And that's what I thought we needed, a culture change. But we didn't really do anything to change the culture. There wasn't one game this season that I was like, man, if only we had a third baseman, this team would be really good. And we go out and we get a third baseman. And then we trade Leiter Jr., which, okay, makes sense. Like, I don't hate the move. I like Leiter Jr. He's been a solid Cub, played through injury this year. Solid Cub, no doubt about it. But it's just, what are we doing this year? What's the goal this year? We have the same sorry-ass roster, and I'm sorry to say it, but I'm just calling it how it is. Guys who are in and out, day in, day out. Either they're all in, all out, working hard, not hard, okay with losing, don't care. Like, it's just a weird vibe of lack of leadership, lack of culture. I've hit it on this channel 15, 17 bajillion times this year. And so we have the same roster. We lose Leiter Jr., but we pick up an all-star. Paredes at third base. So are we like competing or are we not competing? And if you're saying, oh, we're making moves for 2025, are we? If we're making moves for 2025, why didn't we trade at least one more person? And you could say, well, Joe, we didn't get the value back. You can't trade people without the value. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. If you're trying to shake up the roster, you can make a move and get lower value. If you're trying to change the mentality of the team, if you're trying to get new personality in there. And besides, you never know. Some of these young kids in single A that you could trade Horner for, or someone like that, Seiya, some of these guys for, they might end up being better. They may end up being better, but we know the team right now ain't winning anything. I mean, it's just not winning anything. I mean, all we got right now as a Cubs fan is pretty good broadcast, $17 beers, and the greatest place ever to watch a baseball game. That's all we got right now as a Cub fan. Obviously, Wrigleyville. But, all right, let's talk about the one thing I would not have done this trade deadline is there's no way I'm trading Biggie. I loved him the moment I saw him. I go, hell yeah, we got our closer. It was like alpha on the mound. Throws hard. I like his name. His grandma's a Cubs fan. Like, that's the kind of stuff I love. And we trade him? We trade him? Oh my God. We would have to give up an arm and a leg to get a closer. And we had a guy on our roster who could potentially be a good closer next year. If not for injuries, he might have been the closer this year. And you're telling me we traded him? Okay, we got a third baseman, Paredes. Is Paredes going to be a Hall of Famer? Maybe. I don't know. I'm just saying. That one, he was on my list of guys you cannot trade. Steele, Shota, Biggie, PCA. That was my list. I mean, literally anyone else would have gone. I would have been like, yep, okay, we can live without. But those are the four I was just like, man. I will say I like the fact that we got Neely. Apparently, I heard Cubs Baseball Channel report that, this dude's a dog with some alpha personality, is a reliever, but could potentially move in a starter, throws high 97, and also throws a slider as well. I'm like, I like that. And I like the fact we make trades with the Yankees. The Yankees have been a good trade partner over the years. Obviously, you think of Rizzo, but there's been a lot of trades with the Yankees. And the Yankees, man, they got a good farm system, and they always have good prospects. So I like the fact we got Neely. I like the fact we did get Cows, even though, of course, he has a broken hand, which seems like a deflating trade that we traded Leiter Jr. for, another pitcher and a guy with a broken hand. But nonetheless, I mean, hopefully Cows comes up and he's good. But, I mean, if I ran into Jed Hoyer right now, the first thing I would ask him was like, what was the mission with culture? Because you can't tell me that the culture we have on this roster is a winning championship culture. Because you can make the argument that they actually have the talent. Like out in the outfield, these guys who are batting, they have the talent. But there's no culture. There's no winning mentality. Go watch the Phillies play. They got fire and fight, man. Those guys, they all even look like each other. They all got long hair, beards. I mean, those guys compete. And the Cubs, man, we're just like, man, geez, we're just out there some games. We're just completely out there. I mean, I can tell you the only person who brings it every single night I know is PCA. I've seen him play 4 or 5 times now. That dude brings it every single night. And if you looked at my no trade list, it was all the people who brought it every single time. And I'm not saying they're always successful. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that they brought the energy and the want to compete and the want to be a Cub and the want to respect Wrigley Field for the amazing glory that this place is. Gosh, what a place. What a location. All right, that wraps it up. Please, guys, I'm at Wrigley. Come on. Please give me a subscribe and a follow. Check out all my videos. I do shorts, long-form content. I'm on all platforms. Beers by the Ivy. We'll also be doing a lot of football stuff coming around. But right now, it's middle of summer. It's baseball season. So we're enjoying baseball. Thanks for watching. A lot more content to come. Appreciate everyone who's followed me. I'm like close to 50 followers, subscribers. That's unbelievable. Thank you all. Let's keep it rocking. Go Cubs. Go Cubs. Fly the W.